World together, the bikes make a world a better place. So we've got to support the bicycle industry. Let's help the bicycle industry through these hard times, and come out the other side a better culture. Well, all right, everybody. Monday, March 10th, 2025, and yeah, you know, a lot of people realize that some bicycle shops are closed on Mondays. We're closed on Mondays because I like giving. We have a small staff here at Biloxi Bicycle Works, and I like giving my employees 2 days a week off in a row. You know, I think they come back fresher. They come back ready to work. If you just give someone 1 day a week off, and it's different during special occasions or something, but for the most part, I do like giving 2 days off. The bike shop owner doesn't get that. And you know, a lot of my videos I've heard are several of my YouTube you know, followers comment that I complain a lot, but you know, the bicycle industry is conducive right now of talking about the problems of the bicycle industry. This video, I would like to talk about some of the good things of the bicycle industry. There's a reason I'm here on my day off. A lot of that was because of business. So I don't know if anybody watched my video on the Biloxi Friday Fun Rides and what it takes to put those on. Biloxi has a new special events ordinance. This is 13 pages long right here. And then here's a schedule of the Architectural Review Committee that you have to go in front of to get a permit to get a container so you can move stuff out and fix up the interior of buildings. So anyway, there's a lot of business that goes on behind the scenes in a bike shop that does make it conducive to complaining, especially when you're the owner. And you know, a lot of people don't get to see on the backside of the business what happens. People just see the positivity, the new bikes, the excitement, the camaraderie, and you know, that's what I love. That's why I wanted to open up a bike shop. But believe me, there's a lot of business behind that. And I have been a businessman for, you know, 25 years in accounting. So I know what it takes to the nuts and bolts of a business. But like I said, I want to make this video positive. Everybody's doing the doom and gloom of the bike shop industry. And, you know, I kind of want to turn that around a little bit. Once again, I just got out of my van and walked into the shop with a camera. So I don't script these things. I'm coming up with these ideas as I'm walking up the stairs, and you guys have the camera. I've got the camera on me. But there is a reason why the bike shop industry is positive. Here's one of our rental bikes. People come to Biloxi, Mississippi, sometimes not knowing what to expect. It's not a big metropolis, and there's sometimes you can't find the things you can in other cities. But you can find a lot of cool things on a bicycle. Some of the experiences that people have on a townie bicycle, a comfortable, sturdy, one-speed bicycle, it opens their eyes. And you know, I do bicycle rentals around here. Electric cruisers and townies with a little basket in the front bring people so much happiness. And it's, you know, when you're used to some high-end bicycles and you come to Biloxi and you want to ride a bike maybe with a neighbor or, you know, a relative that you haven't seen for a long time, then necessarily don't want to be on a carbon fiber drop bar electronic shifting bike. They might not want to be on a full suspension mountain bike like I was riding yesterday as one of our rental bikes. It is so cool to see a veteran cyclist, someone that is a roadie, someone that rides something like this in a pace line with a group of people on Tuesdays and Thursdays, jump on a hybrid bike or a comfortable cruiser and realize, like, wow, biking is super cool. Of course, you know, when you get into it, like a lot of us have, you know, we crave the next level. We crave the extra 25 miles that we do after a 50-mile ride. We crave getting into that sprint. We crave the blood pumping adrenaline that we feel out there. But that's hard to explain to a lot of regular citizens that maybe haven't been on a bike for years. But let's say you're a cyclist and you come to visit some relatives here in Biloxi that you haven't seen for a while, and you want to share this enthusiasm of cycling with them, and you come to the little bike shop and you meet me and I tell you all these cool places you can go, you can do. Your relatives are looking for they're looking for a comfortable seat. They're looking for a higher handlebar. They want a belt and a basket so they can ride down the beach boardwalk, ask people to politely get out of your way. That way you can roll down to the local beach bar, have something cool to eat, watch the Gulf of America, the seagulls, bring some leftovers home, go buy shark heads and buy some fudge, and you have somewhere to carry your stuff, your cell phone and your bag and your big bottle of water, and you're comfortable. And like I was saying, it's cool for that veteran rider to get out and ride something like this. I get more veteran riders coming back going, oh my gosh, I forgot what it's like to just ride a bike for pure enjoyment. To ride a comfortable bike without spandex, without a helmet. And yes, you should always wear a helmet, but this is Biloxi, Mississippi in the United States. It's not a law. So you can get a little air in your hair, get on a beach cruiser and take a ride, and hopefully not get chastised by someone that sees something wrong with that picture. I see something right. When I see someone riding a bicycle and having fun, I don't go up to them and say, well, you should be wearing a helmet. You know, our mayor, Mayor Fofo Gillich, super cool guy, helps us with bicycle lifestyle. You know, he takes stock in this. He'll stop his truck and see us all at a diner here on Howard Avenue on a Saturday morning. He loves to see his town full of happy people riding bikes, and he's not scared to say it. So I gave him an e-bike one day, and he was riding around. I thought he might ride around City Hall. That guy rode around the block a few times, and he was having fun. He was smiling. He was saying hi to citizens, and you know, someone saw him on the news later, and you know, instead of saying, man, that politician's having fun riding a bike, the first thing they said was he should have wore a helmet. Now, I don't want to get into the helmet debate, but to me, if it's something that's against the law, well then yeah, but the law here in Biloxi, Mississippi, and probably most places in the United States is helmets aren't required for adults. I do think it's a good idea to wear a helmet. But it is America, and we have freedom of choice here. Sometimes you want to, execute that freedom of choice. And to me, that's okay. I love to promote people just going, it's a barrier to entry a lot of times. People call me and they say, hey, Bart, do we have to wear a helmet? And I said, it's not the law. A lot of times we ride it with the Biloxi Police Department. If it was a law, the Biloxi Police Department would say they would be the ones enforcing that. But it's not a law. So back to it. It's cool for a roadie or a mountain biker that already feels the adrenaline and the push of cycling to get on a bike like this and just have an enjoyable ride. And that's one of the nice things about the cycling industry. So let's just remember, without the cycling industry, we're not going to have the technology evolving to the next level. Every year bicycles change. Every year the fitment of your cycling clothes and your helmets and shifting gets better, tires get better. And of course I have a lot of YouTube viewers that say, just buy an old bike and fix it up and you'll get 20,000 miles out of it. Believe me, I respect that opinion as well. I've got some old bikes that are solid. They ride. I can lend them out to my friends, but I do see what the modern technology does. Let me go back in here and show you this Trek. Well, this Trek checkpoint. Years ago, we were right, if you had a drop bar on it, it was a skinny tire road bike. Skinny tire road bikes used to be very, very tight. It used to be right over that front wheel. It was twitchy. It was all about speed. This screams adventure, screams fun. It might look like the quote 10 speed because it's got a curved style bar, but it's flared. Look, this bar is flared out. The rake and trail on this bike is bigger. The seat angle is a little bit steeper. It's comfortable. Bottom bracket heights, you know, big tires, big air volume tires that keep rough roads comfortable. You know, even on a road bike, I mean, look at this Demani right here. This is a comfortable road bike with 32 millimeter tires. Without the bicycle companies evolving to the next level, things are gonna get stagnant. Man, this is a picture of a Trek Madone Gen 8. That bike is amazing. So just remember, the bicycle industry is not all doom and gloom, and it does take money to advance, you know, the technology. Of course, you see, I sell Trek, and a lot of people say, man, that's probably your problem right there. Now look at me. Here's Mr. Specialized himself, Bart Luther. I was a Specialized fanboy for years. Specialized Trek, some of the, oh, look at this. I forgot this was even here. Bicycle Excellence Award, gold winner, 2022. Man, there's some heydays. I love that. Anyway, I got off track. But the bicycle industry is awesome. We are going through tough times financially. We're going through tough times in the media, you know, but I want to put a positive spin on it, because without cycling, you know, like just look at this picture here, that screams adventure. You're on a ride, you're, you know, putting your cell phone away in a bag and not carrying it on you. Here's a cool picture of just, you know, lifestyle, an Electra, just cruising. Old BMX bike up there. I mean, companies like Trek and Specialized and Giant and Cannondale, the big boys, believe me, they don't just put all their money into selling bikes. They're building the next generation. They're coming up with the newest alpha aluminum, the newest carbon fiber, different size wheels. You know, Qs. Thank you, Shimano, for building Qs. Everything runs off an 11-speed chain. I mean, the bicycle industry has got to evolve. And yes, it's like listening to good old rock and roll. There's people that don't want to listen to anything else but good old rock and roll, and then eventually they get tired of listening to the same old songs and they stop listening to music altogether. Like these guys that want to make and I appreciate you commenting on my videos, but not everybody wants to just buy an old bike and keep it going, and that's their one bike. Like, and I do appreciate you guys that do that. So I'm glad that culture is alive. But believe me, a lot of us want the next level. You know, I want the next. That is a very capable adventure gravel bike that weighs 20 pounds out of the box and gives me a little bit of ISO speed, man. As a 55-year-old guy, and already Sunday, I'm thinking about doing a big gravel ride because it's going to rain Saturday. I really want to go ride my new mountain bike, but I don't want to go ride the trails when it's wet. I can go ride the gravel roads when it's wet, and that's definitely not against any etiquette. I tell you what, the bicycle industry is amazing. This is a cool culture right here. The big wheel BMX, you see that growing. I see adults, I see kids. I see a lot of people gravitating towards these big BMX bikes, and it is getting people out there. It's getting people healthy. It's giving people adventure. Here's the one I ride. Look, I'm a big kid. Here's the Bad Boy BMX Club. I always wanted a PK Ripper when I was a kid, and my friend had one in Fort Collins, Colorado, and it was red, white, and blue. I had a Silver Streak Diamondback. I was happy with that, and that's what my dad could afford. I eventually built a hutch. You know, working for Lee's Cyclery as a teenager. Thank you, Lee's Cyclery, for helping me earn some money that summer so I could buy a hutch with a laid-back seat post and some Z rims and power cranks. But as an adult, now I can ride. This is not a PK Ripper, but it is signed by Mike Buff. It's called a Fast Ripper. It's a super fun bike to ride, and I love seeing people ride these things and have fun and families sticking together doing this stuff. So the technology's coming on strong with the e-bikes. I'm gonna end with this right here. I definitely want to have some positive videos. So maybe this week I won't be all doom and gloom. This bike is a new Super Caliber. This is one I get to ride with electronic shifting. That's awesome. I do like 90s mountain bikes with 26-inch rims and 50 millimeters of travel, made out of steel. Yeah, I rode those things for years. I'm glad there's a culture that just wants to ride those. I want to ride something like this on the trail. I think in cycling we can be open-minded to everybody's wants and needs. But I think we all have to agree, if we're into the bicycle, that the bicycle industry does have a lot of positives. And I think those are snowballing, you know, as engineers get better and carbon fiber compounds get better and stronger. People say, I don't want a carbon bike, I want an aluminum bike in case I crash it. I'm sorry, I've seen carbon withstand some really big crashes where the aluminum dents. They're making aluminum lighter, as light as carbon fiber now, so it goes both ways, and I think we can stay open-minded, and everybody to each their own on their bikes. Some people want to have a Garmin, some people don't. Some people like carbon fiber, some people don't. Some people want a mountain bike, some people want a cruiser. Like, we can all be in this world together. The bikes make a world a better place. So we've got to support the bicycle industry. Let's help the bicycle industry through these hard times, and come out the other side a better culture. There is a lot of doom and gloom. That's reality. When people financially are losing their jobs and losing their businesses and losing their livelihoods, and shops are shutting down, and the neighborhoods that depending on those shops are like, well, where'd my bike shop go? And there is doom and gloom, but there's also some real positivity in the bicycle shop. I'm here on my day off on a Monday, making a video. I've got some business to do, and then I'm out of here. I'm actually gonna go, I'm gonna go jog tonight. So I'm gonna throw on some running shoes, take a jog, and do a little upper body workout. And I'm not gonna go to the gym with some weights. I've got some bands and some push-ups and some sit-ups and stuff. And then I'll be back here Monday or Tuesday for a heavy day in the bike shop. I'll try to make some videos, and I'll try to be real, but also keep them positive. So Bart from Biloxi Bicycle Works, Bicycle Rider YouTube. Over and out, my friends. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens this week.